potentially alerting even further to your presence in this place. You all ripped off the door to a bookshelf, and pushed deeper into this hideout of sorts. After which you all had 4 riddles with a set of skulls. Some more that made more sense than others, and some that just had multiple answers. They were snakes. It was odd. However, after which you almost walked into a conversation. However, likely because of everything that had happened beforehand, with you all letting them know you were walking into this place practically. There was no conversation to be had, and they were gone. However, left behind was a snake, which you all made a deal with to
Hi.
not bother each other
Finally, the
in
witch makes a deal.
exchange for information and free passage. After which she jumped backwards behind her and through the lava lakes. However, by the end of it, you all went back up through the way you came, and I imagine some of you stuck with the moth princess, and the rest of you just pushed throughout the hideout and stolen everything that was inside of it.
Yep.
However, the stuff that is actually inside of it that you care about was the 500 gold. There are 2 potions of this very kind of swirling vortex of flames. However, intermitted in it, you can see this kind of bit of beard hair of almost, it looks like, or just hair. This fiery red hair inside of it that just kind of ever floats in it occasionally.
Oh
And then you
no.
see
Oh
a
no.
toe that just kind of ever presently
Ew.
just stags
Oh
on the
no.
bottom of
You
the
want a grim?
bottle wherever you
Oh
kind
no.
of
This is a
hang it.
grim territory.
However, if anyone magical had picked it up, they'd be able to tell this is a potion of fire giant strength.
So there were 2 of those?
There were 2
Oh.
of those.
Can you give one of those to Grimfoot so he can figure out how to make
Can we
And
get one of those to
throughout
Avandria?
the hideout, there are 10 vials of this fiery venom that these snakes were letting out. However, they are already pre-prepared for weapon coating.
All right.
Also, you find this kind of fiery like
Senko.
charm that you can tell is magical. However, you will need to do something to figure out what it is, because it is not a common thing.
Senko. Who the fuck is Senko?
Dead. We
It's
killed
Lunar.
her.
I'm right here,
I called your name like twice.
and I responded,
Oh,
and
I
you
didn't
said
hear
my
you.
name again, over
I
me
didn't hear you.
responding.
I did not hear you. I was gonna ask if I could have one of those venoms.
Be my guest.
There are
Thank you.
10 of them.
I know.
I'm pretty sure you guys can split those easily.
Yeah. In fact,
I
she'll give you half the vials.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
What's the venom called again, or do we just know it as I was
It's
writing down
fiery
notes.
snake venom.
Okay, thank you.
You don't know what those
That's what
snakes
I
are
labeled
called,
them.
so you have no idea.
Does it have labels?
Who labels a fucking...
Yeah, there's a label on it called Terry's Venom.
Terry. Oh, damn! I have to turn to Terry's
They
venom
named
now.
the one snake that they got that one from.
I wonder if we killed Terry.
We probably killed Terry.
Or was Terry the one that tried to jump at Senka and fell in the pit?
Let's just believe that was Terry.
Yeah. Could have survived the falling into the pit. Maybe. Maybe it was a snake pit. Alright. The potions, the venoms, and fiery charm is that everything we were able to find?
Oh,
And the flame tongue.
Uh,
Senka's definitely taking that flame tongue.
there is one other thing.
Not the toes.
Sorry, Autumn. It's literally how they describe the potion.
Autumn hates feet.
All of
Ryan just made her worst nightmare come
Giant
true.
strength.
all of the
all the-
giant strength potions require the toe of the giant that they're.
Why is it always
mimicking.
about the toes? Like, let's think about Skyrim with the giant's toe, and now this with toes.
Yeah.
Like, what's?
They got big feet.
But
What-
why
what-
the
would you
toe?
rather it
Why
be-
is the strength in the toe?
They got
Would
big
you rather
feet.
it be giant testicle?
Honestly, at this
yeah.
point, yeah. Yeah, I
No.
kinda would. Cause at least that's hanging loose and free, where toes are all on the ground and gross.
No. No. No.
Everyone knows
Right,
that a
Ace.
giant strength is in its toes.
I don't even know if I want to give this to you guys anymore. Okay, anyways, there's also a weird looking stone.
A weird looking
stone.
stone.
That describes this whole place. It's made of weird stone. But that must
However,
be
in the
a weird
stone, you just kind of actually roll a Arcana check. Whoever wants to look at that stone,
I
or
wanna look
a
at this
spellcasting
stone.
ability check.
I'll give it my.
I might be a fake dwarf, but I'm a dwarf.
I'll give it my Arcana.
Okay.
24. I did
Guys,
well,
we're
actually,
fucked
21.
again.
Actually,
It's the
it's 21,
second
guys.
session in a row. My first roll was a natural 20.
God
Help,
damn it.
please.
Okay, but this wasn't a session where my roll wasn't a natural 1.
It's only a 25.
You can interpret from the. You said you rolled a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, for a total of.
25.
Okay, so just above what.
Just above Senka.
Just above what you need. So you can figure out that this is a dragon's breath gem, specifically attuned to fire, and it normally would give the user similar magic to that of a dragonborn's breath attack or a dragon's breath. However, if a dragonborn was to attune to it, they could change their breath weapon to whatever gem that this is, and this one is fire.
Oh.
You already listed an Azra item.
Ezra, have you ever wanted to spit fire?
No,
Aside from in the tavern.
not particularly. Why?
Oh, sorry.
Well, this would be make it where you could.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to spit more things at you?
Fire hurts less.
Fire hurts less. Just become acid resistant, Scrumpfoot. It's that easy.
Oh, I gave away my one potion of it, okay?
Do I have to attune to that?
No.
Alright, Grimfoot, give it here.
I think you just, like, eat it or something. I wouldn't
No, we gotta
recommend
find
Give it.
others of it. We gotta find the others of the element.
Gripfoot will hand it to Azra.
We gotta make.
Grimfoot said
Azra
I had
make
to
the
eat
elemental.
Holding it, do
I
I,
did not
recognize that I
recommend
have
that.
to eat it?
You honestly don't remember.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna identify it.
Okay. Upon identifying it, you would find out that no, you just need to have it on your person.
Alright, I'm just
However,
gonna...
it needs to be touching your scales or your skin.
My
So it needs to be
scales,
touching a part of you.
skin.
It
I could
cannot be
surgically
touching you
implant
through
it into
cloth. It cannot be touching you through cloth. It has to be through skin.
It has to
stuff.
direct touch.
Direct touch.
Let me
Just
look at the
surgically
shape of
implant the
this
gem
thing
into her.
again.
Ooh, new item.
We just
I'd
plant
be
it onto
scared
a
of that
board.
item, man.
I'm the worst type of person. I am the worst type of person.
Why why because you want to get it so badly.
No, I was thinking about it, you know, just a little bit of an
Piercing?
insertion will get it into a right spot.
Oh my
God.
god.
My mind immediately went to a piercing.
Why? Why did it have to be a butt thing, Tim?
Who said
No,
anything
what?
about the butt?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the
It
other
would come
one.
out eventually at that point.
You put it in the dragon cloaca.
No. No.
Ryan
fucking
hates
no.
us so much
Yeah,
today.
but you guys are at the door with the moth woman,
Huh?
and yeah.
Oh my
I don't,
gosh.
Yeah,
Maybe
is
you
that
could
point
fashion
meant
to
what
like
it
a
did at that
nose
point?
ring.
Oh,
Will the
that
same
Simka,
effect-
Cam, you also gave yourself that flame tongue that we were talking about last session, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was the main thing that you found in that place, though, other than this gem.
Ryan, what was the full name of it?
A dragon's breath.
If you collect them all, you could spit rainbows.
Dragon's breath fire opal.
Fire
I'm
opal.
guessing we don't know what it does.
Okay.
You're guessing
do.
the other ones are different
Right here.
stones, but this is
Yeah.
a fire opal.
Grimfoot asked Azra if she wanted to spit fire, and now she can spit fire.
Well, no,
Oh.
Azure has three different ways of burning your ass, Hundor.
Also, you kind of
Okay,
see
fire.
the flames are very red and purpley because of the nature of the stone. It's not like a normal campfirey orange or like that.
Okay.
That'll be
Acid got
intriguing.
burned.
Get burned by acid, get burned by fire,
Burned by
or
words.
just get burned by her tongue in general.
Get a good tongue lashing from Azra.
I'm ignoring you.
That's
Oh, really? That one is ignoring?
Do you want me to open my mouth right now, Joey?
No, I don't. I'm just saying. You talked about shoving things up places.
All I'm saying is I was told to eat it, and I didn't want to eat it, so I came up with other options of what I could do with it.
You
Inhale it.
actually do that?
I could crush it up and snort it. That'd be interesting.
Emma, what if-
Crush up the magic rock. Nothing bad can happen.
Okay.
Are we...
That
We're
would
doing
make the
magic-
effect. That would make the effect permanent, probably.
Magic,
It would sear. It would
Embed
sear
the
your
rock in the
sinuses. and
lungs.
everything, yeah.
magic rock lines, just. Ryan's dead.
That's why you guys have the bags of magical powders that Senka picked up.
I don't know
Yeah.
who did
Yeah.
this as a kid, but you just reminded me of when kids would
Crush up Smarties?
Smarties and then
Yeah.
snort them.
I never did it, but I heard how much it
never did it
sucked.
You've never done a line of fun dip off the stick?
Nope.
Oh, fun dip? That sounds even crazier.
Oh God!
That would die on its way up. You having blue snot for the week? I'm done. I'm
Just
done.
go
Okay.
do the red. Because
You guys,
don't
you
know if
guys
you're
open up
bleeding
the
or
door to
not.
the hideout though, and then you do hear that gigantic explosion that was off in the distance somewhere. That you're guessing is probably some.
Penny is screaming. I can no longer blame Oasis.
Just blame Hundor.
Yeah, because Hundor screams like a cat.
Meow.
I get him to scream like one.
So,
Grab a little gooch.
I did it again.
No.
Every fucking time.
It's not.
Man, it is one of those days.
Apparently.
I mean, yesterday wasn't much better. Yesterday was pretty chaotic too.
True.
It was just a lot more in character chaos.
I just was trying to eat my burrito here, guys, and I can't.
Well,
You like
your
I'll have to
burritos
go
nice and
check
big,
out
Joey?
I mean, if you can't eat your burrito, Joey, if you can't eat your burrito, I'll gladly take it and use it.
No.
And
no.
use it, Cam?
And use it.
Hmm.
Delicious.
Okay.
Got some extra cream.
You know what they say, a burrito is just a fleshlight you can eat.
I'm so, I am so fucking glad I don't have any sour cream in this fucking burrito right now, because I would have thrown up. I hate you all. I want to let you know that really.
Why do you ever inform
But
us
it's
you're
okay, Joey.
eating?
You could just add it yourself.
Oh
Oh my god.
The only
Get
answer.
out of this photo.
So Glenn will have the OSHA OnlyFans, I'll have the food OnlyFans.
No.
Oh my god. Anyway, who wants to go check out that explosion?
I do.
Why do we have to go check out everything that's gonna be problems?
Because that explosion was very likely our...
Companion.
Yes, that.
Autumn says she'll join your OnlyFans, Joey.
I already have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Are you gonna collab with Glenn's OSHA?
Yeah.
Sorry, food isn't allowed in the workplace because you can get hazardous chemicals or metal or dirt,
Ah,
and
but
it
you
can
see,
be toxic
that's
to the
why
body.
you do the cheesecake collab. The Cheesecake Factory.
Who said I was gonna bring any food? What if I'm the food, Glenn?
Ooh.
I
that?
will put
Ooh.
you into a smelter and watch you burn
Oh, cool. It's just like a pizza.
because
He's
you
just
don't...
gonna show up nude with the only thing covering him is whipped cream.
Alright, Ryan.
Right.
No, I'm just
Tell you now.
trying to like look through my notes and read stuff, and I'm like zoning out because I'm not even paying attention right now. And then I just come back to like zone back into that, and that's my image in my head, and then I have to flush it out of my brain again.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
What did we put in our drink?
Oh, I had pancakes with a lot of syrup. I'm hyper right now.
I have some squirt, is what I got.
I
Why would you say
can't.
Why would you say that? Just say you got like juice.
Soda.
That could be taken out of context too.
It's squirt zero sugar. There's zero sugar in it, guys. Good for me.
Normally,
Right, we're gonna go
Guys,
check out that
there's also
explosion.
good-
I'll help you. Right, we're gonna go check out that
Yeah.
explosion. We're gonna go
Hey,
check
I'm
out.
sorry.
Are you gonna walk through the streets with a giant moth?
Oh,
Because there is a moth princess that has
Yeah, we
been
gotta
just
hide
kind of
her.
slowly following behind you as quietly as she can.
did she
and
ever
she's
talk
already
to me?
This.
Well, since you weren't here, at some point she had talked to the party, and the only way they could was Berg had used tongues, because you weren't here to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I know you can do it with your one bardic inspiration
Yeah.
use thing.
I will use my bardic inspiration so I can talk with her.
Okay.
Can I make you less this so we can blend in?
In this situation, May.
I may.
It's
Okay.
a turtle time.
No.
No, the turtle
I
is specific. Don't take that
trust
from me.
you and Berg with my safety until we are out of the plane of fire.
I understand that. I get hit a lot.
I'm gonna. Are you fine with looking like one of those snakes we fought? Because then at least you look native to here and it's not as suspicious. I can choose. We can pick a different animal if you know another one. I just tried to pick one that wasn't, you know, I'm not walking through the street with like a blink dog in the middle of this.
A fire moth.
Fire moth. Okay. I'm gonna polymorph her into a fire moth.
I assume it's gonna be tiny size.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Also-
now have a much smaller and kind of much more fiery version of the creature that you had just seen, and it is
Okay,
very
who's
beautiful.
got a cage?
Also, she Azra straight kicks Grimfoot in the shin at that one.
Ow.
Shut
Also-
the heck up.
It looks like more the light that is kind of radiating off of this moth is kind of reflecting more and kind of bouncing the fire off of it more than anything.
Azra will offer her hand, and then if she takes it, she'll put her on, like, on Azra's head.
Okay, you can do that.
Mainly just because I'm not putting her in a cage when she's already been in one for so long, Grimfoot. Why the heck
I'm
would you
just saying, she doesn't retain her mental faculties in that form. So the moment she sees a bright light, she might just end up flying towards it.
Oh my gosh, we're surrounded by bright lights, Grimfoot.
Well, I guess it just depends. What are fire most attracted to? Cold?
You think I know?
Maybe around those cold spots all the time then.
So, even though they have low intelligence, the spell usually specifies that you still know your allies. So
Yeah.
it'd still stay with you.
Just saying, a turtle would have been better.
No, I'm gonna give the freaking princess her options.
Could have done like a turtle moth. Anyways, explosion time.
Yeah.
Well, the explosion already happened.
Yeah, so as you now exit out of this oystery, you see across the canal, as you can just immediately see across it because there is no wall to where you can see across it. There are now more guards that are running towards where you heard that explosion. And you now see there is somewhat of a guard presence, and you see them screaming people inside of their house.
Uh-oh. We don't have a house.
And yeah, I'll leave it there.
Well, I
Great.
can't
Something-
do it at all.
Something like this typically means, go inside or else.
And the more that you see, just looking out, you see like there is like a couple that stay there to kind of order the crowd that is kind of gathering to go inside. And well, Z will translate to you if she rolls a perception. You actually hear off in the distance, they're just screaming Ignan, but Z can't really pick it up. But people are going inside of their houses after a long time.
As we should gonna move on then.
Where to?
Good point, actually.
Everyone knows you walk towards the loud explosion. And hordes of guards.
Yes.
Especially here of all places.
I just don't want to stay in this building.
Oh, 100%.
Ah, I was muted.
Hello,
Ooh.
Michael.
Hello.
Michael's here.
Hey,
Oh,
it's a me.
Yay!
you
Oh,
missed
so,
me.
just so
Hope the
you know,
renovations are going well.
the moth princess lady, she said she only trusts you and I turned her into a smaller moth as to not draw all the eyes on us.
Bless you, child.
Me?
I think she also said she trusted Grimfoot.
No, you didn't say that.
Back.
Vic.
No,
No, back.
last session.
And
last
it
session,
was
Probably.
it was primarily just because he's one of the few people who can somewhat understand her without a spell.
Yeah.
And he doesn't hide what he is from creatures of strong enough power to actually discern what he is.
Whew.
Yes. However, off in the distance, there was an explosion, and there are now kind of Efreet guards that you see are bearing a symbol that you've kind of now seen in a lot of places. You can tell it's probably the symbol of the Grand Arbode and his illustrious guard that protect the city. But they are mandatorying some kind of curfew that you can see off in the distance from this open-walled oystery. I think that's a good recap.
Well,
Oh, we're gonna have to go somewhere.
Did I just hear 3 people go, well?
Well,
Well,
all right, state the obvious.
It's a dwarf thing.
Is it? Senka,
We
you're an
like
elf now.
wells.
Apparently, you're an
Apparently I'm a
elf
dwarf
now, Senka.
Elf. She is an elf.
Or
I'm sorry, were you day drinking?
No, I'm not that foolish.
As Azure takes a swig of the bottle.
Thought we took that.
you see your bottle uncork as Senka takes a drink of whiskey.
No, can we save the drinking until after we're in a safe place?
I wasn't the person who gave me alcohol, so that's your own problem.
I drink responsibly.
Would you rather I chug the rest of the bottle right now, Grimfoot?
No. Let's move.
Good call.
I don't want to be caught around this place. Do you want to go towards the explosion or away from the explosion?
Can we go in the explosion?
that's towards.
Honestly, that's the hardest option.
That was the hardest option.
Because the explosion already happened.
Doesn't mean there can't be another one.
was this the explosion from last session? For
Yes.
The...
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hundor, not with that attitude. You
I don't
can go
really feel
into
like
the
being
explosion.
blown up today.
Why not? Oh, I'm sorry. You would
No,
rather
weren't
get
you
blown
already
on?
blown up?
Also, should you be really into being blown up?
Why? I'm just curious why you say that.
Are
you
you
got the blown
Hundor?
fight at some point.
We're
For
going
Z's
towards the
sake, I'm not
explosion
going to
or
say anything
away?
further.
C is not saying anything to that.
No, he's just confused because he doesn't understand it.
Oh, sweet Cinnamon Door.
Let's go towards the explosion.
Let's go towards the explosion.
Thought we
What's
already
that
were.
can happen as we get talked to?
Get told to go away.
Aren't we already heading there?
They can't yell at us if we weren't in the area. Well, they can, but
It's the plane of fire. They can do whatever
Leah's
the
shaking her head
hell
to that
they want.
statement.
just want to know what it was.
Just want to know what it was.
Too far off for tourists to want to see what's going on, wouldn't it?
I believe we are headed there.
Yeah, we're going towards the
you are,
explosion.
you are going towards it. Where are you going? If you want to try and originate the sound of that explosion, I will need either charisma checks to try and talk to enough people to get there, and Z will try and translate for you. However, it's going to be harder DC because of it, unless you use your ability thing. Or if someone wants to make survival checks to try and track it, they can.
I want to do a survival.
And I think those are the two checks I'm gonna go with. Unless someone can give me a reason for another one.
Andor, can you help me find this?
Sure.
Would investigation work?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say no. I'm gonna say no in this situation, but I don't know why I'm saying no. Because you're already having multiple people check for it, I guess.
That's fair.
31.
Yeah, and that is gonna get you to where you want anyways.
That's why I wasn't gonna waste the spell, because I know we have good enough
however-
I
traction.
have expertise in survival, and Andor's assistance
Travel
countered my
and follow the
disadvantage.
canal, basically. It's not too hard for you to escape the oystery. Especially now that there's not the Ginny's curse watching over it. However, you get to around here, and then you realize the origin of that explosion is in the foundry. And you can't go in there.
Oh, well, that was a waste of time.
I'm not the one that chose to go here.
Well, look on the bright side. We're closer to our inn.
Yeah, however, now that it's around the distance that you would have traveled to get to here, basically, is about the time now that there is a curfew that they are now going to start arresting people, you probably guess, if you are not getting to a tavern. So,
Yep.
Well, we're closer
from
to
the
our
sounds
inn. We
of
might
the
as well walk in.
explosion, it was very loud. However, you don't know how long this curfew has been. If you want to ask someone, you can, or if you just want to go to the tavern. Or if you
See,
want
what the
something
heck is this curfew about?
I was gonna say I'd help her try to ask people.
There's a very large explosion, probably from my sister doing something really stupid. And they didn't like it.
You
It's kind of like terrorism, so they have a good reason.
So what
I just
I'm
need to
hearing
get the
is I should
time.
probably check in on your sister.
Now is probably a good time.
I'm just saying that if that went off, she's probably doing fine. That was probably her goal.
Hey, Blast. Living up to your name. You good, or do we need to fine you? We succeeded, I think, in our goal.
There's a long pause. So, I guess you know about the curfew. It's probably only going to last for the night. Meet me in the Arches tomorrow at 6 material plane time.
I'll relay that to the party.
That's about all the words she has, I'm gonna say. Yeah, probably all the words she has. God damn. That is
I
a
know.
suited out Minotaur. That looks
Oh
awesome.
my god, I'm trying not to laugh at that.
It just looks right.
I just like all the jewelry. The jewelry's sick. However.
Just make a suit of mending, it'll be fine.
It wasn't that. It was the fact that you wore it into the sewers and waded through the water.
Yeah.
She would also say her mission was completed too. However, upon finding her information, there was an alarm sound.
Yeah.
Everything according to plan.
So that's why, my answer's cynical now.
Well, our inn's right there. Ish.
Ish.
Oh, Barrick, we actually have more rooms than we know what to do with.
Hey.
So if you'd like to stay with us, you can.
Those are my intentions.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
We're gonna head to the inn.
Since we do have the person he came to find.
Yes.
Since you are close to it, you don't have any Ifrit guards that make any trouble.
We try to make
However-
sure that it's obvious that we are heading to our residence.
Since you were getting closer and closer to the source of it, you did see more and more guards as you got closer, and you also saw their degree of armor change slightly, get higher heft to it, or in some cases lose all of that heft entirely and just free-flowing. But you can all make it to the inn, and Berg, you approach this inn. What the heck is this thing? Naughty Inn. Burning, that's what it's called. Burning Edition.
I just want to say all this time, I just now realized what the pay no attention to the DM behind the screen image was, and I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. I had another good one for a while. It was gosh,
I can't think of his name. It was the guy with the
it was
skateboard,
Steve
wasn't it?
Buscemi. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what even
It
showed that.
was
in
something
there.
around the lines of how are you doing, fellow players, or something.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I have the photo though. I think. Let's see if I can.
Since Ryan's been our forever DM for most of our time.
He
Well,
has
that's not
been
even
my
true.
forever
No,
DM
yeah, that's
before
not
you
even
guys.
true. That's not even
You
true.
have been a part of mine longer
You
than
know what I meant.
his.
You know what I meant. Like,
No, but I'm gonna be sassy though. You're my player.
In fact, I was a player with Ryan long before I was a player of Ryan's.
It's just the meme.
In fact, I
was for a
DM'd
while.
for him before he became a DM for me.
That's because Mondays used to
Where the
be
hell did the
super
joke-
exclusive and y'all weren't welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
well,
it is.
now I'm
Here.
a crazy
here it
fucking
is,
dwarf
yeah.
that talks about his
wondering
saggy
how you got
balls.
the
Yep,
DM.
yep.
Nice.
And I even had I even had one of these. I had a couple of these. I got bored one day, so I made like
Yeah, they're all great.
I like that one. I like that one, yeah.
however,
Fucking
you can all make your way into
source
the Burning Imp, and there is a lot of races that you would not normally see on the Plane of Fire here. There was some from the material plane here. There's also some from other planes. You see a couple of Earth Genasi in here. You see a couple of Dows. Dow. I think it's
Now,
Dow.
I think that's the Earth
Yeah,
Genius?
it's the Earth Genies. You see a couple of those in here. However, they're in booth seats, and they seem to be in the middle of very kind of either deep discussions or lavish parties, respectively.
Seems like they probably came from the market.
Most likely, you all haven't actually really delved into one of these markets, so you aren't sure if there's a big Dow merchant. I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Anyways, however, you can all get food and the same room that you've been in. You all can get that again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't-
you.
I don't remember how long we paid for.
Well,
I
you
know
technically only
Grimfoot
bought
bought
it for you only got it for the night. However,
Grimfoot would extend the stay.
yeah, if you extend the stay.
Yeah, because
I
I
don't
think he
remember how
bought the
much it
rooms
was, though.
last time.
It was 50 gold.
50 gold, okay. I pop another 50 down.
There's that.
Guys, you've made me use so much of my money. I'm gonna be poor.
Oh my god. It'll still take a lot longer for you to be at Forest Window.
I'm sorry, do we want to talk about how much money Azur has right now? No, we don't.
Money.
I think.
I think it's more of
does
the lack
Azur-
of money.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
because
I'm
I'm doing
assuming-
long-term investing, and these guys are just doing short-term investing.
I
I've
mean,
invested
I
in
didn't
the
realize
Bank
that
of
Senka-
Grimfoot.
I didn't realize that Senka has over 6,000 gold and that she hasn't been using for the past, like, how many sessions?
I have a feeling that Cam's probably the closest to being cash, and even that's a bit
I
It's
still have
skewed.
part of Senka's money.
Grimfoot has Hundors.
I have part of Hundor's too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't remember
at
how
this
much
point,
you owe
Azur
me
could
at
do
this
something
rate.
with Senka's money.
I can
she
tell
wouldn't
you
even
exactly how much because I kept a note.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't remember it.
I have 295 gold left of Hundor's, and I have 470 of Senka's. I used 30 of Senka's to buy Senka something that she needed. It was like a room or a boat ride or I don't know, it was something.
Also, quick
We
question:
We make
us
our way to
buying,
the luxury suite.
Isn't us buying gear to save our lives long-term investments?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that when you're
lifetime
done with,
investment. As long
it's
as
just a
you're buying it, yeah.
decoration.
Yeah, you gotta buy normal things,
I like. I
like
think I'll take it.
a potion of truth. Those are much more important. Alright.
Yeah, because a cannon is a great long-term investment.
Bitches love cannons. He has Z now. The cannon worked.
To be fair, though, that wasn't about the cannon.
But he got to rizz her up because he decided to buy a cannon.
That Riz did not go well. What are you talking about?
It's more like she rizzed you, but it still
It
wouldn't have
didn't
happened.
go
if-
well?
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
like
I
she
gotta-
followed you into the plane of fire where she probably never ever wanted to go ever again.
Okay.
It's also like she followed
let
you
me
to fight an
real
ancient
quick
dragon.
just
Also, like the gold
recant
dragon.
what I said. The Riz failed. However, she found it adorable. So I got a second chance at it.
Oh,
That's
so you
failed
got a
successfully.
date.
Yeah, I know what it was.
That's
Damn.
failed successfully.
We already
Damn.
fucking said it was a pity date. It's not gonna hurt me again.
But it really
Sorry.
ain't. It's more of an insult to her now to say it's a pity date.
Sorry, it was just the equivalent of getting a slash and then whatever.
That's still.
It's fine. We got to watch from a distance.
Fucking
Nah, we got the
stalkers.
golden. We got to watch the
No,
golden
he just goes to
moment.
a public place to go on a date. That just so happened to be the place where Azur was with a government official.
And you
That was-
decided for us to dine together.
Yeah, it was great.
Of course.
I
why
got
not?
to be
Horrible.
nosy.
We also got the most golden opportunity of watching Grimfoot rizz up Hundor disguised as Z.
That was later on.
Thank you for that massage, man. Thank you for that massage.
You really worked out Grimfoot's kinks.
It's fine, he cleaned me.
In more ways than
That's
one.
so wrong out of context, and I love it.
What are you guys doing?
We're
guys are
going
in
to
your
our room, and Grimfoot is immediately, because he's had exhaustion for the past how fucking long due to the heat, he's gonna immediately find the coldest spot to sit.
Oh yeah, Hundor, you are also exhausted. You have felt. Well, then you also all crossed the city, but I'm not gonna make you reroll since you immediately came back to the tavern. However, yeah, you all immediately feel this wave of just cold and relief wash over most of you. Bearing
Yep.
as you enter into this tavern, all of the heat from this hot city just exits and is now very nice cold air. Or at least just room temperature, and it feels so much colder that it could be an icebox in comparison.
That's what I'm missing. I never joined the fucking watch together. Sorry.
I hope you enjoy the cold, Barrick.
Don't worry, Ryan. I got good
Oh.
music.
I found some pretty good music.
Oh, another night of drinks?
No.
Another night of drinks.
If we're meeting her in the morning... Was it
Just
8 AM
don't
or
get-
PM?
I told you it's exactly as Ryan said, so I wouldn't have to repeat it back.
I don't remember if it was AM or PM.
It was 6 a.m.
But it was 6 a.m. material plane.
What time is it on the material plane right now?
Late. I'm assuming.
He's looking at Z.
Jeez, our
If I remember right,
clock
she was the
translator.
one with the watch.
To make it easier for all of you, it's in 14 hours.
Okay, we have extra time.
Yep.
See, are you tired?
She just has been going through this gigantic book of just names and like a small description and just either prices or whatever they were exchanged for. And she's just been going over that for the last, like, you guys were in the dungeon for like an hour-ish. So for like the last 2 hours, she's been going through this book of just names. And
I mean,
you
you should-
can see just after a while it's starting to just drag on, and there's just so many names on her face.
Well, we
However,
could,
she's just going through them.
we could have you look at the information Azra got. It's gonna be more along the lines of what we need to go through.
Wait, what did you get anyways? I think you told me a little bit about it, but we were just kind of getting out of that hideout as fast as possible.
As much information as we could about her city.
Are you handing her the kind of spectral paper, or...
I don't have it.
Yeah, because it was in Common.
Well-
It was not in Ignan.
Oh, it was? Man, that thing really got us a deal. They could have given us it in Ignan.
How kind of a
Which
first
is, I'm pretty
translator.
sure Ezra was waiting for a more private place to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't need to translate that one.
Made for creators.
Is that all
The only
people?
thing that is the stuff that was in that one room, and she's been translating that.
Have you found anything on item?
Yes, because there's 2A trades here too. So there's them selling slaves to the very evil guy. However, there's also them buying slaves from him too. So there's items, at least in his vault, that are in this book that I think may or may not be there. But they at least were there at one point, so there's a chance they're there now.
Always good to have at least an idea of what we might be able to acquire.
And from what I'm seeing from some of them, it'd be really good to steal.
Procure.
We're in a safe place, I'm pretty sure, so I'm gonna... We need
I
to
was
get
just trying
these
to
away. We need
respect
to
the
get
holy
some of these
man.
away from him.
Oh,
Oh.
that level thing.
Maybe.
Can we drink now, Grimfoot?
No.
Grimfoot, I only have this bottle left, and I would like to finish this bottle today.
No.
There's something that's I recognize on here though that something that
getting?
at least I've seen before or you've mentioned before, Grimfoot. Apparently there's something in here a painting of Dreamweave. Then there's some kind of name that I can tell that it's in a different language and it's the painting name, but I can't tell what language it's in.
You pointed out. Maybe we could try to.
What languages can you all speak?
Common, Dwarvish, and Sylvan.
I can speak any.
And any of you speak Celestial?
I can speak any. I
If
can't
anyone were to speak
read
Celestial,
Oh
every.
yeah, it would be
Cleric.
read. Yeah, it would be read. However, I don't think any of you can.
I'll be
However, through all of your brains looking at it, you can tell the words in there look so angelic that it would have to probably be Celestial.
Man, if only we had an elephant right now.
Sorry,
yeah,
that's
the
dead.
one on here that at least I recognize looks horrible.
I don't like the fact that said it's a painting of Dreamweave of a name in Celestial.
I think that's whatever the painting's named. If we found someone who could read Celestial, then you could probably figure out what it's a painting of.
What are the chances we find someone who speaks Celestial here of all places?
Knew I should have invested in those glasses to read anything.
You know, that's just one of. Do you want me to read another one? Or do you want to save that for a horrible time?
Read another one.
If you give me till tomorrow, I can read it.
Okay.
Because I can then switch my spell list.
The next worst one that she would understand just from reading this. You know, if one of you want to help her, roll a spellcasting check. It's just a flat check.
I'll help her.
And then maybe you can pick out one of these much worse.
Yeah.
So am I rolling it or are you rolling it?
Yeah, you're rolling.
Okay, when you said
You're
help
rolling-
her, I was like,
Yeah. So roll, and then that is helping her figure out some. Because she's already rolled for all of this stuff. So
Okay.
she's already obtained the knowledge she can get out of it. However, if you try, maybe you can gain.
point out the spots she may have missed
Yep.
something. Get my mimic out.
Yeah, the best icebox.
I hope I don't need to roll later, because that was a natural 20. And I don't like
Oh.
starting with that.
You know, I was going to do with this one, but no.
With natural 20, she might pick out something.
You know, Azra's a master of conversation and stuff, but that's a... concerned about later
Since
rolls.
you rolled so high,
Same.
you actually just kind of take the book from her. And as you do, something just kind of falls out of, like, the back of the book itself, and she's just kind of really confused for a second. However, you look at it. Oh. And it is a picture.
Is it gonna be in Roll20 or Discord?
I'm gonna put it. I guess I could put in roll 20 if that makes it easier for you.
I just need to know where to look.
Oh god. I don't know where. it's just kind of this picture almost of like a ball with this tentacle like squid that's kind of wrapped around it. Kind of looks like a neck. Ooh.
You swallowed
However-
that one too.
However, even as you're looking in the picture, that kind of green gem that looks like an eye almost blinks once at you. And you kind of blink for a few moments because you're looking at a picture. And then after a while, it does blink again, and you are very confused.
Blech.
What is this? Oh. The Arbiter's Key. That's all it's named.
The eyeball thing.
Yep. The Arbiter's Key. At least I think.
Vague.
And then maybe this one's kind of concerning, but I think you all have fought it before. There's a Nightmare Demon's heart that he also has.
Can we kill that thing?
Well, it only says heart. It doesn't have the actual demon that's attached to it. So I think it's just the
Ah,
heart.
jeez Louise. What the fuck? Loki!
Yeah,
No!
It's more like a tether.
I mean, I
Bad.
don't know the full details, but
Bad.
usually if it specifically
my
says the
job.
heart, it would
I already made
say
That's
the
not
demon
something-
2, 3,
too.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Probably safe to assume
13
that
bad
thing's
decisions?
dead. Or
Nah,
being
nah,
forced
I
to
still
remain
win.
as
Because
Omega
I got
Child.
to make the most bad decisions. And I'll make more if you persist. And you know I will. You've now seen it.
Everything
Why
else
is my
I
cat
really
crying at me? Come here.
don't think is useful to us.
Yeah,
At least from items.
come here.
We'll have to keep an eye out for those three.
Yeah, good. Don't battle me. My friends know better. They know what happens.
Well,
Penny, you gonna say hello?
Senka, you've got sticky hands. You'll
No.
you'll be able
Okay.
to locate to these kind of things, right? That's what you specialize in.
Locating them, it might take some work. Getting into them, that's the easy part.
Well, we're not
Did
doing
you finish
anything
up streaming or are
solo,
you
but
still streaming, Loki?
We can at least
You're on
trust you
smoke
with
break. I just popped over and looked.
maybe getting it.
Ooh, you got a new follower too. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. I just muted while everyone was talking so I
Oh,
can talk
by the
to
way,
you
how are we
without
dividing
disturbing
up
them.
this loot?
Evenly.
Well, the money doesn't break down evenly. I mean,
I'm
if you
fine
want me to
not
break
getting
it
money.
down,
At
if you want
this
me to
point,
break it down, I can.
I'm fine not getting money.
honestly, I still have so much on me that it's probably best if we
Oh, there we go.
fund the person who needs it the most.
Windar looks over at Berg.
Sorry, I'm
Do you
stuffing my
have-
face.
Stuff your face!
Bear-
Eat the
Bear
food!
ordered room service while we weren't paying attention.
Yeah, there's just a giant cart that Berg is devouring of food.
Actually, I was gonna say, can I cast Hero's Feast on for everybody?
Oh shit!
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that one costs
that-
money.
That one does have a.
I'll say you
consumable
do
material.
have a free cast of it, because you would have the
You
gem
always get-
encrusted bowl.
The first one's
But it does last 24 hours, so technically you could have it now. But that's something you like start your. It's like a hero's breakfast more than anything.
free. Yeah,
I'll
it's
take
always
it.
like fluffy.
However,
pancakes
that is
and
a very
waffles.
that's a good thing to do
Oh, that
before
is
you
such
go
a good
into
smell.
do what you do.
Pain in the ass when you're the DM, though.
I have 750 gold. I think.
I think
Yeah.
I should give it to him.
Sorry if I'm smacking in your face.
You know, I mean, now you are, but that's hot, so thanks.
Make sure
Word.
ordered for everyone.
You are not ordering any drinks.
Alright, well, Azra is quickly scolding Senka. I'm downing the rest of the bottle of my alcohol bottle.
Well,
Ashes?
there is 3 bottles brought with this room service.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, can I sleight of hand that, Ryan? Can
How
I
many?
Just one.
How many?
Just one.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah, you have to be passive perceptions because people aren't actively
Woo!
watching you stealing liquor
Can
from.
I assist?
No, it's fine. I got a 19 Kim. I don't need it.
Yeah, I
what's-
think you're fine.
A
I believe-
25. 25.
Yeah. You rolled my natural, so any bonus put you above me.
So you are fine.
I'ma swipe that bottle, down the one Hundor gave me, and then uncork that one and start that one.
Infinite bottle of
Yeah,
alcohol.
we'll walk up and
The
grab
endless
one.
tankard is Grimfoot's worst nightmare for Azra.
You know,
Yep.
because I'm a horrible human. What's this alcohol called?
You're not human.
It's called
Is it more fire troll brandy?
Fire Bile vodka.
Hmm.
I got vodka now?
What the god?
And then Azra's gonna sit down the Red Wisp Mead, the Demon Horn Brandy, and the Green Flame Whiskey in front of Hundor. This
The
is
empty
what you
bottles
got
or-
when you rang the bell 3 times for room service.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, it came out of your allowance. I'm not paying for your antics.
Oh no. I was kind of gonna pay anyway. Thank you.
They were the most expensive bottles they had.
Well, that's good.
Do you need me to... I'll send it in chat just so you...
Donka, I appreciate that.
But now I can take that out of your allowance in my sheet, which makes it easier for me. Because I don't have them anymore, because Azra's at least not a complete jerk.
Azra, do you need any of this gold?
I don't need any of your stupid money.
Alright.
But you know what all of my money goes towards, so...
I mean, it's only 500.
I don't give a shit, Grimfoot. If you... However you want to divvy it, I don't care. I just want to get out of this place as fast as possible. If I score some money for my kingdom, great. If I don't, then it's fine.
Bear is gonna continue to travel with us. Why can't we just give some to him? He's the poorest one of us.
That's really cute of you to assume that, Grimfoot. Yeah, Hundor.
Okay, then which one's the poorest one out of all of us?
The man who just got 300 gold worth of liquor.
Everyone, I imagine that as soon as Hundor says that, everyone turns to stare at him.
I have 4,600 gold.
Yeah,
As
Hundor's
poor
def.
as we think.
Azra's the only one not looking at Hundor.
Grimfoot is gonna give Azra 154 gold, and then 400 gold to Barrick.
And just for your guys' information, I have 89 silver right now.
Not anymore.
On you.
I spent all of my gold on that boat trip for us.
Holy. I did not realize you did that.
Senka, need I remind you, I just recently gave a huge donation to my kingdom. It's... So, the amount of money I actually have is quite low. Quite low.
Oh, that is fair.
Granted, I think
Have
we're
I
getting
met-
to the end of me needing to purely throw all of my money at the kingdom.
Right. Had I known that, though, I would have definitely paid for everyone.
There we go.
Any of us would.
Like, I'm gonna ask for any one of your guys' help.
I'd gladly give it.
I know you would, but when was the last time I said, hey, please help me? I need help. Never. Not in this life and not in the next. I'd sooner than
Well-
rather put needles into my eyes and rip off my scales one by one than to belittle myself enough to ask for help right now. As we're drinking more of the new bottle. Feeling the new bottle good.
Well, even if that time doesn't come that you ask, wherever, if it ever does, still expect that we'd be willing to help.
I'll remember that.
Anyway, we still need to set
But
up
it
our,
doesn't mean I will use it.
extraction from here.
I'd rather the option be there and never be used than. Yeah. Our extraction? Ooh.
If you saw this, you would think it's beer, right? It's not. It's water.
It's
It's
just
water.
Water.
Water has a 100% kill rate.
That's why it's called liquid death. But it's water in a can.
Water is so poisonous that and addictive that if you stop drinking it, it kills you.
Well, it hasn't
But if
killed
you
me
drink
fast
it, it
enough
also
then.
kills you.
Hasn't killed me fast enough then. Before Twitch freaks out, complete joke, utter joke, nothing but a joke.
Yeah, so we'll need to arrange that at some point. We need to be able to leave this plane. Also, Azra, your spell's about to wear off.
Is that a bad thing?
Isn't she still on your head?
I don't know. I can't see on the top of my head.
Upon entering this room, probably not. Probably be... Probably be eating some of the lettuce that's there, some of the fire lettuce. Or I guess the spice lettuce? Yeah, the spice lettuce.
Well, rest in peace, Cod. Well, no, she can fly. Maybe she'll just be hovering.
Oddly enough, as you see her grow out of the polymorphed form, she is just naturally continuing her flight. However, that doesn't stop the
Sheer
wind
size.
that is being
Oh.
created by her. And you all kind of just have your hair tossed around for a moment as she finally
What
sets
hair?
her Senka, Z, and Grimfoot.
And then Hundor's fur.
And Berg's beard hair.
Yeah.
His glorious flowing beard.
Barrett gets to watch as Grimfoot's hair straightens itself back out.
A dwarf that's hair straightens itself.
Aha! I figured it out.
What?
I was about to make a joke, but no.
Alright, do you guys need me anymore? Can I go to sleep now?
I think Sleep's the plan now.
Grimfoot's gonna walk away.
From what?
He's just gonna walk down towards the rooms.
Are we in a room?
There's the main room,
common room, and then there's
Oh,
there's
and then the
bedrooms.
side branched rooms.
Because we basically got an executive suite with multiple bedrooms. Barrick, I recommend not getting the room next to Z and Hundo.
Thank you for the warning.
Trust me, they're very loud.
Does he moo?
I don't know,
Yes.
Z, does he move?
Poor Z is like...
Does
He's
he
just
move for you?
he just picks
There
up the
we
book
come,
and
that
shuffles
round.
down the hallway.
I'm embarrassed the poor girl.
Oh, also, and Astro will say this loud enough that Z can still hear. Just remember, he does like it quite explosive.
La, 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 la.
Is that a blast joke? Because if that's a blast joke, she's gonna take it as such. So that hurts her feelings. So she takes offense to that. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going with. Anyways, what are you all doing?
Grimfoot wandered into a room.
Okay, are you all heading to bed?
Well, there is 14. Well, maybe not 14 anymore, but I only need 4 of those
As there
hours.
is.
So.
Because I want to swap my spell list.
Are you finally reading that large magical piece of parchment?
You know, real quick, I love you all, but you guys really know how to kick a man who's not even around to hear it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I have no clue.
He said BRB.
What do you mean?
I have
What do
no
you
clue.
mean?
It's not like I have a little birdie to tell me because she looked at me and I saw her smile. It's like, okay, what happened?
Well, we started off by harassing your girlfriend and embarrassing the heck out of her.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
It's alright. Grimfoot said don't get close to their room, Barrick.
Don't take the room next to Hundor and
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 then
then Barrett immediately retorted with, "Why does he moo?"
I don't even know if Hundar's gotten to third base yet, so you
probably
know.
not.
I don't know. Me and Ren haven't repeated that yet.
It's all
now
fun
you're gonna
and
have to wait
games.
that much
You know,
longer.
Yep, exactly.
It's
You
all
just, you
fun
just
and games
extended
until
the
he
time.
wakes up with a naked Grimfoot with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yes! It's perfect!
Oh my god,
Right
did
off.
George fucking kill
I
you?
can write it off, let's go.
What if? Now hear me out. What if Grimfoot made it as a contingency? That that like once it happened and Hundor wakes up right after it happens, he just sees Grimfoot right into me so much.
And would he'd throw everything at him.
So he would wake up and see Z and instinctually go to give her
No,
a big
you know what's
kiss.
even worse? Is if the contingency was during the act. You just see.
Wait, so
So
time
he
out.
would see Z as Grimfoot.
In the middle of the act. In the middle of the act.
I'm just
Oh my
saying.
god, that'd be great.
See,
That
This
would
is
be
the
great.
true reason the modify memory spell exists. Is to make people think of something like that.
How hard can we gaslight Hundor?
To make the player question his
Sorry.
life right now. That's how hard.
What, Grim?
Aw.
I'm laughing.
I think Tiff laughed too loud.
Okay.
She's getting scolded.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. That was too good. That one actually killed me.
We must have like drowned kittens in a past life to deserve this.
Good friends?
Yeah, good friends.
Sure.
People do hate them, pandas. What are you all doing?
Azra went to bed with her bottle of alcohol.
Are you all finding sleep? Finding
No,
a
I
bed?
think I'm the only one left left in the main room after everyone goes to bed. Just looks around, takes the remaining bottles of alcohol, and starts drinking them.
I'm curious.
When Azra enters her room, Grimfoot is standing in there. Hundor gets to enter his room and not see Grimfoot.
Oh, thank God.
Why are you?
Granted,
in
that's
here?
never stopped him from being there when he woke up, but
I'm fine with that. You can be there when he wakes up, just don't be there beforehand.
Why are you in here?
give it over.
No. You're not my mother.
We don't need you a drunken mess again.
Oh my gosh, because drinking the bottle tonight will make me a drunken mess for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you gotta drink the whole thing right now.
Yeah, why not?
Good, then I can just bring Barrigan to take care of what occurs.
What does that mean? What are you insinuating, Grimfoot?
That it's not that hard to get alcohol out of someone's system.
Grimfoot, I am not above shooting someone. You know
Perhaps not.
I'm not above.
But here you'd be cautious.
Grimfoot. Get out of my room.
Give me the bottle.
No, it's not happening.
Then drink it.
Get out.
He's just staring at you.
Azra's gonna light a cigarette and stare back.
You have pain sometimes.
You're an even bigger one.
Winter causes the biggest pain.
Internal pain.
He's just standing there, that large ass grin on his face.
I can tell you're pissed, and I'm not in the mood for you. Get out.
Pissed me. Never.
Grimfoot, it seems like the opposite reaction of whatever you're feeling gets amplified every single time. I'm really not in the mood for your antics. I'm certain I've deserved whatever anger you're feeling right now, but I want you out of my room.
More like annoyance.
Get out, because you're annoying me.
Can't do that.
Don't make me do something I should not do.
We need you in your right mind.
And I will be in the morning.
No, you won't. You'll be a hungover mess trying to get another bottle.
Then you shouldn't have given me money to get another one.
True.
Get out of my room.
No.
Azra will walk out of the room and she will just go plop on the couch.
Okay. Sit on the couch, pretty comfortable. Not
Yeah.
too comfortable though.
Gripfoot's gonna walk out of her room and follow her to the couch.
They would both
Duh.
sitting at the table, just nursing a bottle.
Biddies. You say I'm the drunk.
Has she ever been drunk when it counted?
She was drunk the other night with us.
And yet she was completely fine when we needed her.
Go away, Grimfoot.
Just let her drink in peace, Greenfoot.
Do I see the bottle?
Azra's?
She just... Yeah, does she just have it sitting down right now?
She has not let go of it.
So it's in her hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna conjure an ice dagger and throw it at the bottle.
Okay, make an attack roll. Don't miss.
Can I opt to block it with my body?
Natural 18 plus 8, so 26.
Okay, so that definitely is going to beat the AC of a bottle, even with you trying to aim at the bottle itself. So, normally I would say if it misses the bottle, it would just hit Azra, because, you know. But I feel like he hit it because he rolled well enough. So I'm gonna say you do hit the bottle.
Jeez Louise. Thank you for the gifted subby.
For what it matters, it's 7 cold damage.
You have an ice yeah, the bottle shatters.
I will explain that in 1 second.
And then the dagger just turns into a puddle of water on the
Grandpa.
couch.
Grimfoot.
Yes.
Alright. Now you've pissed me off.
Yes, I have.
If only this wasn't a wisdom save. If only.
Hi. Most mental magic don't work on me.
I know.
Except one. Except one.
I mean, she did just get a new firepower.
Yeah, I'd rather do something like Bralathim Psychic Lance or Phantasmal Killer. You know, the things that don't destroy the environment.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not trying to break the...
The place fire retardant's fine.
That's the
Sure.
perfect reason to just
Sure.
air out the fire breath.
It'd be pretty funny if someone were to catch fire and play the fire.
Alright, Grimfoot. This is where I get my vengeance. It's coming. It's coming now.
Is it? I'm waiting.
I don't think you want what I do to you right now. I think you should let me finish my cigarette and go to bed. And then when I subsequently have to leave here with you all, then you'll get it. Unless you'd rather me get us all arrested right now in the middle of the night.
Please don't.
Then you're going to get your ugly, disgusting face out of my sight before I lose my temper. 5,
Well, you don't have a bottle anymore.
4. 3.
He turns around and just starts walking back down the hall.
Okay.
And Senka,
Ah.
if I find out you gave her one, you're going to be in for it.
Will I?
And then he walks up to a door that is not Azra's room or the room that Senka used. And he's gonna walk into Barrick's room.
I'm gonna
Oh,
kill him.
God.
I'm gonna absolutely kill him.
I don't doubt it. With that, Senka's just gonna finish the bottle she has, gets up and goes to her room. However, she did not finish the leftover bottle that was still there.
There is one bottle left on the table.
I'm picking it up. I'm not drinking it, but I'm picking it up.
Okay, there's no more bottles of liquor left on that table. And the rest of the food that was on that table is been eaten by the moth woman.
That's fine. She big
So,
lady.
So now that that kerfuffle has happened, how stressed does he look?
Z retreated.
Is he retreated mostly out of?
I'm pretty sure the only people in that room still were Senka, Azra, and Grimfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I went where was...
I'm fine, Hendor. If you're asking about me, I'm fine.
Except Grimfoot
look
drove
tense.
Azra to chain smoking.
Grimfoot didn't do
I
that.
want to do you a favor.
Can't blame that
I
one.
just got rid of the other escape she was using, so now she's just doing that one more.
Why did you piss off the Dragonborn before the thing? Okay.
Because we need a sober Azra for what
She's
we're doing.
going to now save that drink for tomorrow.
Oh, that's not what she's going to do.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably just as bad,
I'm also
actually.
just concerned that that she's gonna use it
So-
specifically to get Senka in trouble.
Oh, that's not what
So-
she's using it for.
Okay, good.
Z, I want to do you a favor.
She might just boof Grimfoot, though.
Wait, hold on. You want to do what?
Do you a favor.
Okay, what's
No,
that?
he wants to do you, see? Don't believe him.
Or Shadow.
Take off your armor, if that's okay.
Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Oh, whoa!
What
I'm
do
up
you
to
mean
speed
by
by
that?
now.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, Barrick, you didn't hear your door open and close.
Yeah, Berg, there is another dwarf in your room now.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna... If you're thinking what I think you're thinking, I'm not... No, I just... Your shoulder is tense. I want to just give you a shoulder rub. That's literally it.
Yes, I just thought you would have prefaced that with, hey, I'm gonna give you a massage, take off your armor, but sure, I'll do, yeah. And she starts to take off her armor piece by piece.
I cast
See.
Command Strip.
If I were to say, I need to watch my words very carefully around people because they will take it out of context so horribly. So no matter what I say, it's still bad.
No, it's just Zia's going to take it out of context after everything she just heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm gonna look over into a cabinet. Is there lotion? Fire lotion.
I mean,
You like to better.
in your room, there's probably some of Grimfoot's alchemy stuff.
No, not asking for his lotion.
There would probably be a pretty common problem about dry skin, so yeah. There would be some in there. And it would be like the complimentary tiny little bottles.
Thank
know?
you.
Oh, we gotta make sure to
Yes,
pack
I know.
all those up
Yeah.
in our luggage before we go, guys.
So, Vindar will just give her a shoulder rub, and that's where that will end.
Okay, roll a medicine check. Medicine?
Oh,
yeah,
how-
medicine. Yeah, medicine.
to see if he knows where to touch. Don't touch her wrong now.
You should be happy that I'm not making you roll like dexterity or something.
It better with Dex.
Natural.
Oh,
one,
sweet.
you
Okay, I'm glad I'm
dislocate
having you
both
roll
her
with
arms.
medicine then. Sweet.
My wisdom and intelligence are the worst. Okay. I got a 14.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it could be worse.
It's a bit difficult because your hands are very large. And it's a little awkward. It's kind of more difficult to get, pressure on one area versus in a large area. But you think you do pretty well. She says you do good, but she's always going to say that no matter what.
God.
So,
damn it.
Until he rolls the natural one. and
if you want to
dislocates
try
her
and see if
shoulder.
she's lying, you can roll an insight check.
I will roll insight on that.
It's okay.
Damn it, I wanted to save that. Fuck. Well. Does a natural 20 see through her lie?
Well, considering she rolled a natural 1. Yeah, she's being honest. She had a long day, and also as you're giving her the massage, she's going through, like, the end of the book by now. She's, like, getting close to the end of it.
Taking that last little bit of stress she needed off.
However, towards the end of the book, you do see her open a page and her stare at it for a very long time.
If you want, you can talk about what you're reading, if it'll help you.
I think I found Azra's brother, but considering the information that she got from the snake, I feel like is more than what I found. But I'll tell her in the morning, I think.
Did I know now?
I mean, from what I'm seeing here, the Ginny's Curse found him and sold it to our Grand Forebode, and it's difficult to track after that. However, they got it to him they valued him at 5,000 gold.
Damn.
And that is not close to any of the other things on this page. I'm seeing like 10, 5. Yeah, I even see 1 right there.
Do we know how much he was bought for?
No, since the Ginny's Curse was working under him, so most of the prices that were sold to him don't have a price, which is why I can tell that they were sold to him.
Doing good.
Mm,
Also, Autumn. Yeah, I know, right?
I
Like,
see.
let me help you take
At
off
least
your
that's
armor.
what
if that's okay.
The things that I've been
Like,
trying to determine from this book,
What?
and I think I found them,
What?
since no one else can read it.
She's also one of the smartest people here.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey Z,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for everything you do.
Oh, wow. No, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. But you also do a lot for us, too, so thank you for beating up a dwarf for me and getting bit by a ton of snakes. I really didn't want to have to get bit by snakes.
Are you afraid of snakes?
No, they're just painful, and the venom hurts. The fire, not so much, but the venom.
She only wants to be bit by you. Ryan hates me.
No, this is what the bard. This is just a bard in the party. Just a bard in the party.
Yep.
Just a
Yep.
bard in the party.
Gar will smile probably get some rest.
I gotta finish reading this book, but I will as soon as I stop finishing, or as soon as I finish.
Vendora's gonna stay up with her until she goes to sleep.
You will stay up for. Oh, okay. So just giving you a time reference because I did give you
It was
a
14
date to worry
hours.
about technically. It was 14 hours. The time in here, eating, talking, is about 2 more hours, so you're about 12 hours left. What she is doing takes 3 more hours, so there is 9 hours left until the time.
So you can get one long rest in, and then we go there within the hour. Technically, right?
This technically would be counted in 2 hours of downtime. It's just you would be taking it before you go to sleep instead of after you wake up. You see what I'm saying there?
So basically, there's 2 hours I could do something with. Right?
In the 2 hours that everyone else would be normally waking up, prepping, eating, cooking, you could sleep in because you had stayed up the previous night doing something. That's what 2 hours of down. It just gives you more wiggle room to work with.
Okay.
Because
then-
you only
Usually
need
the 2 hour
You
slot
only need
do
to sleep for
work
6
out.
hours, except you need 8 hours for a long rest to do stuff. But you can take the 2 hours before the 6 hours, or you can take it after the 6 hours, or you can take it in between the 6 hours.
That's what
Okay.
our watches usually are.
Then what I will do is I'm just gonna basically base it off of whatever she does.
I mean, you can help her. She will take the help. Most of
Um,
it is probably her working, and then you maybe
I-
messing something up and making her think about it a different way. And then since you made her think about it a different way, she realized that she also was messing up, and you can help her sometimes.
Okay, I guess I'm not doing what I originally planned.
Unless
Yeah,
you want to do something else. If you have something else you can do.
I was gonna work on that little pet project. That
Oh,
I
okay,
had.
yeah, you can do that then. That's fine. She doesn't really need help with it. I was just saying if you wanted to help her since
Yeah.
you were staying up with her.
No, I just am making sure that she goes to bed first.
Okay, sure.
She's
What? No,
The-
say it. No, say it. Say it. You really wanted to say it.
It's
show
the
the
bard
class.
in me.
Yeah, say it. Come on, bard lady.
Yeah, because she's not a big girl and or an adult and can't go to bed after she reads a book. Yep.
Yeah, okay, but wouldn't
And
it
I
be
don't want to.
nice
No, I don't
if-
want crap back because you told me to say it.
No. But wouldn't it be nice if Glenn were to, after like?
Heck no.
when-
Heck no.
No.
That man
What
on
kind of
low
nuisance
sleep.
I would be?
That man is not helpful.
Well, you know what? He's just making sure she gets not. Yeah, that sounds like
No,
probably good.
no. You're fine. I'm gonna give you crap because I'm a bard right now. But look at Stream, who would have read herself to death.
Dream literally went 3 days without sleep and only stopped.
I'm not
because
saying you're
she
doing the
was
wrong
pulled
thing,
her
Joey.
from
The bard in
library.
me is coming out.
There are multiple reasons he's staying up besides the snoring and then also helping her.
He
go
wants to
sleep.
get laid.
He
He's got
would
more
have
money.
done
Pent
way
up
more than
sexual frustration.
He would have one. He would have done that so much sooner if that were the fact. He would not have beat around the bush. He's such a fucking direct person. Okay.
Is he? He seems to be very indirect with her.
Yeah,
specifically.
Hundor is a direct person, guys.
He's direct about everything
very
that
direct.
doesn't involve Z.
Direct in combat, I'll give you that. You're direct in combat. That might be the only place I think Hundor is direct. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all.
It's just,
I'm so glad I did not state what just came to my head, but okay.
hey,
Right,
Ezra,
it's catching
Don't
up.
wanna know. Don't wanna know. Don't wanna know.
With me,
Don't know.
I don't think.
However, is Grimfoot doing? Because Grimfoot walked into Barrick's room. Is there anything else you wanted to do, Hundor? Or are you just helping
he
Z
just-
out, working on your project, going through?
Working on my project, that's it.
Alright. However, Berg, you do see Grimfoot kind of open your door and enter your room. You are very perceptive.
Hello, dwarf.
Hello. He's got the creepy grin that you've never seen leave his face. And his like blank eyes are just staring directly at you.
What can I do for you, friend?
If you wouldn't mind, I'd enjoy resting in here for the night.
I don't have a problem with that.
All right.
Until you, like, takes a tuft of your hair.
He laughs, but and Grimfoot is going to pull out the immovable rod, activate it, and he is just going to curl his toes around the rod and just, while standing and, well, I guess he's hunched over on the rod, he just goes to sleep.
Eyes
Right
open
there.
and all.
Like a
Just-
perch?
Yeah, the rod is entirely,
so,
it's a perch.
Berg, roll me a... roll me a wisdom check. So, the dwarf that you've met for at least a day now, he's kind of perching on this perch of sorts, and he looks a lot like an owl, if you can think about it in the sense of turning a dwarf into an owl, just visually. However, he also had turned into an owl multiple times, and you're guessing this is some kind of shape changer. You have no idea what the origins of them are. However, you've heard their party and them at least reference them as a few times of something akin to a witch, but you aren't sure.
A
However,
simple botanist.
simple botanist is perching on something like an owl in front of him. And doing it comfortably too. There's no miss in balance. It's a perfect perch that would look uncomfortable for most people, but
Grimfoot is also going to wait until Berg's asleep.
Berg's gonna stare at Grimfoot for a moment in contemplation of what he actually is. And then I'm gonna roll over and cover my face.
okay. You do so. However, if all of you are finding sleep, I will ask as we're finally reading the paper in her room now.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is two major things other than you get a pretty good description of the castle. So there's kind of three things. There's two letters and then a pretty big description.
Okay.
However, what are you reading first?
We'll start with the castle description.
You can see that there's about 10 major rooms to this castle. It starts with the entrance hall, and then there is the throne room. And then after that, there is the quarters, the guard quarters, I should say, the guard barracks, and then a slave quarters. I'll give you a list of it, but it's basically just a big layout of all of the rooms and then some kind of description.
Okay.
There's some rooms that are more interesting than others. The last one in the... Is that paste or co? Yeah, there are 10 rooms. I'm guessing some of them are more guarded than the others. However, oh, I can't even install this. It's cool. There's 10 rooms. There's little description of each room.
Okay.
However, the 2 letters are the thing that you are guessing probably has most of what you are truly looking for.
Yeah. So I shall read them.
So I'll just tell you. You kind of look at them and you can tell that immediately they are. One of them was intended to be sent to the snake, and then another one is one that has been received, copied, stolen, otherwise. So I assume you would want to read the one that is addressed to the snake first.
Yes.
Or the snake, or is it?
Are you sending that in the Discord, Ryan?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I just wanted to retype something that I
Nope,
didn't
you're
like
good.
about.
I'm making sure I'm not, like, missing it.
Yeah. That is what is there.
Trying to figure out where'd you send it?
It is in Avandria.
Discord.
Okay.
Also, 2 is Tew. T-E-W is the name of the snake.
Okay.
I should probably specify that. That's who that is addressed to. It's not just random 3 letters. However, that is what the first one says.
Okay.
And then the second one is one that has... If that one's not concerning enough,
blood in, but no, actually, I can't say that right now. Instead, Michael, you're going to be getting my message, the short version of it.
Is Barrick's beard well kept? This is a very important question.
Say that again?
Is Barrick's beard well kept?
Meh.
Just kind of left?
It's in between. It's probably more well kept than not, though.
Did Glenn just lose internet?
That's what I
Yeah.
was
That
kinda
is
wondering
the other
myself.
thing.
Okay, let me see
And
here.
oh, there would actually be a name there attached to it.
Wow. Now I want the long version.
Give me un memento.
That's what his name was.
Ooh, I can't wait to read that.
Un memento. There's a little bit more.
Nice.
Also, the Dragon Knight's name would be there, and it is Tyranny.
There's gonna be a sending message to the Lord of the Lake.
Okay.
Expletive, 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 expletive,
Need you to
expletive.
roll me a
Yeah.
D100 first. Yeah. I assume that you have enough of these that even if you failed one, it would still go through. So
Oh yeah.
don't
Because I didn't
distract.
use much magic other than really
Yeah.
a polymorph and another polymorph. And one sending.
And some shatters.
Yeah, but I didn't upcast them that much. 62.
Yeah, you're good.
So expletive, my draconic expletives. Expletive, 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 expletive,
Where?
expletive. Expletive. Red Dragon Knight. Expletive. Expletive. Expletive.
Lots of expletives.
It's Azra, and what she just read is not good. 1 second. I was at 6 expletives, Red Dragon Knight Tyranny, then another 3 more expletives. So that's 13. I still have 12 more words. Fucking gods. Expletive, expletive. Cruncipus. Expletive. What the expletive. How the fuck. And then it runs out. The poor. The poor
Okay,
Lord
so
of
out of the things that he can actually translate from that, there was Chronepsis, gods, and
Red Dragon Knight Tyranny.
And Tyranny. 1. Don't fight tyranny. However, don't fight tyranny. Else would he say?
Did I mention not
Give
to
him
fight
anything else he
tyranny?
can work with. I don't know why he's in the City of Brass, but if he is, I'm sure he's working for Tiamat. Do you know why? I'm guessing it has something to do with your brother.
So I rolled a 55 for the next sending.
Okay, got it.
Expletive, no dipshit. Expletive, no dipshit. Expletive. How the actual fuck am I supposed to do this? Expletive's already been so expletive long. That's 15. Tiamat, Crincipus, Dole. What's the other? Bahamut, expletive, motherfucking deities.
Gods.
Fucking up. Expletive, every expletive thing.
Oh.
So, I don't know what's happening. However, I highly doubt tyranny is in the City of Brass. Did you tell him about you told him about the squire, right? I think you sent him a
Yes,
message
he
to the
said
squire.
do not approach
He knows-
it after
yeah.
I already approached him.
It's likely his squire is in the city doing business for him. However, if there is business being done, ensure that whatever you're going to do happens before that business is done. I can't help you much more.
He says he can't
don't
help me
need to
much
tell
more, but
me
I have
the
his
gods.
horn.
You don't need to tell me the gods left us in a horrible position.
So pissed. I don't. If I remember it, You know what? I'm stealing one of Grimfoot's slots, and I don't have to tell him.
Hmm?
You got a level 3
You-
slot.
You go to pull, and nothing happens because if you remember right, Grimfoot had to pull a 3rd level slot from you because he ran out.
I know, he's the reason I don't have any more. You know what? I have one level 6, because I never casted a level 6.
There you go.
Okay. Use a level 6 sending and you can get even more words out of it. I'll give it to you. It's a free worded sending message. Any sending over level 5, I'm gonna say, is a max count sending message.
She's just gonna tell him basically what the letter says, obviously in a lot more expletives and in a lot less words. Of specifically the Croncippus one or not the Croncippus, the one mentioning tyranny, talking about it. The letter, that one.
What it sounds like, a deal hasn't been made yet because your Freet is trying to drive up the price because he knows what he has. However, while that's still working in your favor, I doubt Tyranny's happy about it, and I doubt Tiamat's even more unhappy about it. So I would just be careful knowing this information now. However, I know you're not going to stop, so good luck. Just, if you see Tyranny, there is no question you cannot beat him.
But we can beat a squire.
Wonder if planar binding would come in handy here, and just bind him to the plane and then leave.
Oh, that'd be a dick move.
It's not a dick move. It's a needed move if he was in front of us.
So, I wonder what level Dispel Magic is.
Level 3. I know what level Dispel Magic is.
Wonder if Paladins can get that.
Can tell you
What's in
about
the paladin?
Dispel Magic. A Paladin can. Artificer's Bard, Cleric, Druid, Paladin, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
Oh shit! I didn't realize they just had it naturally.
Yep. They don't get Counterspell, but they get Dispel Magic. And I think it's because Clerics get Dispel Magic.
It's fine. Just go Watcher's Paladin. I think that's the one that gets Counterspell.
Yep. However, whatever the intentions of that snake, it still gave you some very useful information. Also, this is just the general overview of what you can read from these letters. If you want
Yeah.
to try and interpret more, I'll give you a... This would be Charisma still. This would still be Charisma. Or, no, it'd be Insight, technically, I guess.
So you want an insight?
Yeah, roll me Insight.
$15.
Yeah, you pretty much got most of what it is. You can definitely tell this negotiation has probably been going on for a while, and it's dragging on, and things might be getting sour. That's the best you can get out of it, though.
Alright.
However, you all find sleep with more information or less hair than when you put your head to the pillow. But
Yeah,
you all
Grimfoot's gonna
wake
try
up
to
in the morning.
steal some beard hair.
Yeah,
My
it's-
internet died, but I was just trying to find out if
Uh,
I need to brush it or if I'm gonna just.
Roll me a sleight of hand check, and Berig's passive perception is going to be what you have to beat.
Dirty 20.
I think that's higher than Berig's.
What is it? Perception?
I'll give you. Roll a perception check for me, Berig.
I might be mad here.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I'm not.
Yep. No, he's sleeping. He is the classic
Okay.
cartoon honk shoe with a nice little hat on. Nice little sleeping cap.
I'm not trying to pull any out. I'm just trying to get like the loose hairs that are caught in the beard.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get enough to have a small clump, and then I bind it with thread and put it with the rest of my components.
You do
And
so.
then I'm going to set my perch up at the foot of the bed so that I'm facing directly towards him. And I'm gonna nestle up to go to sleep on my perch. Eyes open, grin across the face as always, and unmoving.
However, you all awaken after 6 hours. All but 2 of you, technically, I guess. And then maybe Azra, since she was up reading and sending messages, so I'll say most of you wake up.
Bear gets treated to a sleeping Grimfoot directly at the foot of his bed, just looking at him. Better than Hundor. Hundor wakes up and has to look up. Or I'd assume Grimfoot wakes up after him because he had to wait for him to go to sleep to do that.
Mm-hmm. However, as there was also breakfast brought in the morning, there is breakfast brought today.
As is out her room,
Breakfast.
first she can be up and moving.
Grimfoot's gonna wake up,
Oh,
look a little confused.
I was gonna poke you.
I mean, you can. Like I said, he'd wake up. You'd wake up before him because he waited for you to go to sleep to do what he was doing.
Yeah, Barrick's gonna walk over to Grimfoot and just give him a little poke on the arm. Are you awake?
Eyes open.
The
Yeah.
eyes are already open.
Sleeps with his eyes
Are
open.
you just standing off to the side of him?
Yeah.
His head turns to the left, further than it should naturally be able to go. I am now.
You're an odd fella. I like you.
Yeah.
And oddly, you snore almost as loud as Hundo. He's gonna just uncurl his feet and jump off of the rod and then click the button on the side and put it in his bag. Or, I guess, it's not a bag. He just flicks his wrist and it's gone.
He's a magician.
Now, this is very interesting. She's never the first one out of bed. And he's gonna walk to the door. And he's gonna go find out what Azra's doing because she's never out of bed that earlier than everyone else. Good morning, Azra.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Well, then get everybody else the fuck ready.
You see, I would, but,
You have no time to backtalk me. You get them the fuck ready right now.
There's two that need to sleep a bit longer.
I don't give a shit.
He's gonna turn around and walk towards Senka's room.
It's probably only an hour left, if anything.
There would be only an hour left,
Yeah.
because Azra would have probably woken up an hour later than she normally would, because she had to read through those. But
Yeah.
I mean, Grimfoot was exhausted, so he definitely slept a little longer too. Grimfoot's just gonna open Senka's door. If it's not locked. There's the bat. think Cam's still not back, though.
Just pick up the bat. Hazard doesn't give a shit.
He's going to get the bat to go on to his staff. And then walk out.
Alrighty.
Azra's gonna take. How is our moth lady?
She was hanging from the chandelier when you woke up, and it was actually a very horrifying sight because you just see this giant, like. Well, she's not actually that tall. She's more. I don't want to say wide because her wings are just really large, but she's more width. She's more width than she is height.
Thick.
Yeah, she's thick. Thick. Yeah.
Thick.
But she was just hanging from the chandelier, so it was horrifying to wake up to a little bit.
A little bit more time. Gripfoot's gonna fix himself a plate of breakfast quick.
Alrighty.
So, I assume you read what we gathered.
Yes.
How bad is it?
Well, I'd say that the head of Mir's definitely involved. And that they have suspicions that my sibling is linked to my mother's deity. That's about it.
That's it.
Yep.
You're rushing us because you think they've linked your sibling to your mother's deity.
Yeah, do you realize how much they'll sell for?
But they haven't sold.
No, if they had sold, we'd be in a lot more of a different situation.
You likely would have not even let us go to sleep.
Sorry, are you trying to, like, deduce something out of me, Grimfoot? I'm not in the mood for you this morning.
I'm just trying to figure out why you...
Someone wanted me bright and early enough that they shot my alcohol with their dagger. Next time, don't waste fucking alcohol. Ryan, I did send you something in Roll20 that Azra
okay.
would have done while everyone was sleeping in the morning. Past her.
Gripfoot's gonna insight check Azra.
Alright. Wait,
I read it.
okay.
27.
27.
He's not buying it.
Well, I might be proficient, but a 5 is still a 5.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's a 14 total. So you know she's withholding information, but she hasn't lied about anything.
No.
That's fine.
Are you just not comfortable saying the rest?
What are you talking about, Grimfoot?
As charismatic as you are, you're also, much like me, very good at reading people.
Hmm.
You're withholding something.
Well, I have a detailed map of the place. Do you want me to go over that with you? I'm sorry I didn't bring it up.
No, I already knew about that. And you know I knew about that.
Did I?
Yes, you were right there when the contract was made.
I have the snake's name if you ever want to get in contact with him.
That could be useful.
Well, that's what I thought. Again, you should have made a better deal than what you made.
I was put on the spot with very little prep time.
Now, are you gonna go get Hundor and Z up?
They've got about a half hour yet.
Then are you gonna pack them lunches? Because I am not gonna slow down.
Which means we have half an hour to wait for you to tell me what's going on.
Grimfoot, I don't have to tell you shit on shit.
Is there anything that's got you this concerned?
Ah, fucking bits. Grimfoot, I could give a fuck less about anything and everything you have about yourself right now. You are the last person I want to talk to.
Mm-hmm. Well, so be it.
You could pull the teeth from my mouth, Grimfoot, and I still wouldn't bite.
Very well. Very well. Well, you want me to pack them lunches. He's gonna pull out 2 mason jars.
They overslept, they don't have a right to complain.
And he's just gonna take a little bit of everything and try to fit it a little bit of everything into that mason jar.
Ooh, that's. I don't think them.
Honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. If I think about it, it wouldn't be that bad. Because of the kind of cuisine that is here, it would mash well together, and it would just be a lot of spices anyways. So it would just taste like
Just be
spice.
extra spicy.
Yeah.
Oof, extra spicy,
So,
the plane of fire.
Z wouldn't complain about it probably. I don't know how much Hundor would like it, but he's pretty.
Hundor drinks my potions.
Yeah, he's pretty sturdy. He'll be fine.
I also like spice though. I ate spicy popcorn.
Then Grimfoot is going to wave his hand and have his cauldron appear. And he's going to finish up the potion of the day.
Already? You brew.
And he is going to throw a little bit of the breakfast into the potion too.
Oh, how great.
Hey. Gotta have the nutrition in it. It's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah, I gotta get
So-
my...
Definitely a little clumpy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got like an oatmeal kind of consistency to it. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see, what's the color of the day?
Grimfoot, how much longer do I have to wait?
10 minutes. It's a yellow-orange color. So, actually fitting for this place.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
Honestly-
spices. They work the color, so...
It honestly just looks like a giant mason jar of buffalo chicken
Funky
dip. That's what it looks
breakfast,
like.
yeah.
It looks like buffalo chicken dip.
It's not gonna taste like it, though.
And I gave you your points because I love you.
No. It'll definitely be spicy though. That is almost guaranteed.
And then he's gonna cork that and set it next to the jar for Hundor.
Yeah, he wanted these. You tried to argue out of it.
Alright,
You argued
Grimfoot,
into it.
it's been 10 minutes. Get them up. Or I will.
As she's saying that, Grimfoot's already walking into the room. And, he is going to perch on the headboard and just stare down at Hundor.
Z would actually be awake now because Hundor waited till Z was asleep. So he would technically be still asleep for a little bit. She would see she's actually kind of tinkering a little bit with Bernie right now.
Grimfoot is going to, while just kind of looking down over him, rip out his tooth and just place it on Hundor's forehead. Wake up, child.
Ew, he's speaking in your mind while you're asleep. Gross.
Yeah, so Hundor, you're in the middle of like a really nice dream. You're kind of just like in a really nice field with Z, and you're just kind of looking through for some flowers. I don't know. And then suddenly her voice changes to Grimfoot, and your eyes open. You just see him looking down at you.
I just imagine that. You know what it would be funny?
No, it's the creepy, her head does the 180 owl
Yeah,
turn, and it's
oh, yeah.
Grimfoot's face on her body.
Humor me. It would be better if it was that, and then I hear that, I'm like, Dad?
No, you gotta say daddy.
Once Grimfoot's eyes open, or once Hundor's eyes open, Grimfoot just reaches down, grabs the tooth, kind of shakes the blood off it still, puts it in the necklace.
I'm going
And-
to reach, or we'll reach up to his head and just. Is there blood on his forehead?
Oh yeah, Grimfoot literally
Yeah,
ripped it out
real quick.
right above you.
He is going to take the blood, wipe it off of his head, and then reach up and just use Grimfoot's clothing as a napkin.
Grimfoot's already jumped off the headboard.
Never mind. Well, there's that. I just saw Penny jump. It was beautiful.
We leave in 5 minutes. Get
What?
ready.
Oh Jesus! Whatever that god's name is.
Jesus.
Yev?
His name is Jesus.
No, it's Yev.
He
We
hasn't been here
crucified
yet.
Yev.
Yeah.
He rose
Yes,
on
Yev.
the 3rd. It's Yev. Praise Yev.
What is
Please
she trying to
don't
do?
let that subsect of the religion take off.
Right, Asus.
It's just funny. It's
You
just
know
funny.
what? You know what, Ryan? At least you're getting worshipped. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I can't complain. I can't. That's not the worst thing that Yev could be known for.
Your breakfasts are on the table, Hundor, your potions next to yours.
Hey.
And trust me,
Hurry up.
I'm the nice one. I'm the nice
Upon hearing that, Z is going to be quicker.
one. Grimfoot just steps out of the room. Doesn't shut the door or anything. He just walks right out.
However, in like 3 minutes, he will be out of that door.
Seeing her
about
breakfast in a
4?
jar.
In about 4
She
minutes,
looks
Hundo
at the
will be out.
jar and looks if there's anything else left on the cart, and then she
No.
just goes over there and. Why? Why did you do this?
I was told to pack your breakfast.
I think I'm just gonna grab something on a cart.
I had more for Hundo of them.
Yep, that's exactly it, actually.
When Hundar walks out, he's gonna look at the jars.
There's 3 jars. 2 jars of food and 1 jar of yellow, orange, something.
Hundar will walk over and pick up the yellow orange something.
It looks magical.
He'll put it into his bag.
I better not be going in your bag of holding. I'm not sitting there and watching you die because you made the mistake of doing that.
My bag of
Ezra
holding.
starts walking out the door once they're...
Oh, 5 minutes is up.
Is Moth Lady coming with us again?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You cool with chilling?
He's just kind of still hanging from the chandelier, and she just nods and kind of shakes a little bit.
We'll make sure they leave the lunch outside the room.
I mean, they delivered breakfast while she was here.
Well, they would have knocked at the door. I just
True.
assumed because
Uh,
I'm not gonna make you go through that.
Grimfoot will make sure to pay for another day just to make
Okay.
sure they don't prep the room for someone else.
And I
while
assume
we're
you're gonna
gone.
tell them you don't want the room to be taken care of. Got it.
I put the
Don't
do
want
not
the room
disturb sign
taking-
up that falls off every time you touch the knob.
But Ezra will also pre-order some lunch to be sent in. Or sent at least outside the door, and, you know.
Okay. Sure. You can do that. That'll be like... Well, if you pre-order another room, they're not gonna make you pay for lunch. So that'll be free.
Okay.
I just assume lunch is something you gotta let them know you want because they'd probably assume you aren't there for lunch.
It's our cover story. They'll think we were there because there won't be any food left on the cart. What they don't know is a giant moth ate it.
However, you all, I assume, are...
And make our way to
leaving-
the arches.
Yeah, and making your way to the archers.
Do you want
Are
me to read
taking...
the celestial thing, Z?
Oh, wait, can you do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, let me pull out the book. So, pulled out the book for you to read.
I'll use a first level spell slot for comprehend languages.
It's just called Eye of God.
Oh, great!
That's what she'll tell the party.
Oh.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Alright, let's get moving faster now.
Are you taking the canal or are you walking there?
Whatever is the
Canal's always the
fastest.
better one.
If you look, it's pretty on the way, and it's also a straight line shot basically to it. It's definitely the faster way.
How much
Uh,
is it
it'll
per
be-
person?
Another 5 gold per person.
There's 5 of us, 25 gold. Grimfoot will cover it.
Okay.
Also, I should ask Barry, you went with them, I assume?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And while you're on this canal, you kind of go down the steps leading down into this lava canal. And for a second, you kind of wonder how it is possible that even anything could travel on it without burning up. And you see one of these bronze boats slowly pull up with an Ifrit sitting on the back of it. You can see some kind of magic inscriptions that are almost keeping it afloat and ignoring the flames. However, it is still very hot. And I need all of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Oh no. That's gonna be the
16.
pain today.
I don't remember the DC, but I hope a 16 is good enough.
11.
You weren't supposed to find
Oh.
out. Oh no!
An 18.
I think I burned my feet.
Okay,
Where's
so
Hondor?
Berg and Senka, you both have 1 point of exhaustion until you can find a way to cool yourselves down.
Okay.
Overheated.
As it is just way too hot here, especially for you, Berg. You are much more akin to the colder climates, especially even if you are on the ships. The water there is a much more cold, icy water than a tropical water. So
Also human.
this is just very much out of your environment. However, you all do make it on the canal, and you quickly travel to the arches. It would only take about 2 hours. And you can easily make it there in the 3-hour time frame. You would technically have about an hour, I will say, to just look around if you wish, or if you want to just wait at the meeting point.
I mean, we could probably find a place for you two to cool off and then find it.
I'll be at the meeting point. You take them and then meet me there.
Grimfoot's gonna hold out the necklace with the tooth and the thing.
There's just a look of, I don't want to touch that, but I'm not about to make a scene out here in public, and so she takes it.
Okay.
But she's
If you
definitely,
don't want it, you don't have to take it.
at that she just drops it on the ground and then walks away to where the meeting point is.
He'll catch
Alrighty.
it and, you know what? He is going to hand it to Barrick. So Barrick, you're handed a very... It's not a expensive necklace, but it's not cheap either, and it's just like a vial, and inside is a tooth that looks like it's fresh out of a body.
Fresh molar.
Specifically a canine.
Oh, you did a canine?
It's typically a canine.
You've pulled molars before.
Couple of times.
Berg's just gonna look at it and ponder over it for a moment and then put it around his neck.
Roll me a wisdom check. So, you've heard stories of creatures that can give a part of themselves almost. And they're somewhat tokens that normally they do something, like they would be able to talk through them or see through them of some kind. And that nature is very fey, I will say. That gives you a more of an inkling towards fey in your trying to determine what creature Grimfoot might be. That's a very fey thing to do.
Grimfoot's a fairy.
He's
Yep.
a fairy.
I just put my wings away for a little bit.
No, we snipped them off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My wings?
oh, could we imagine if we clipped Grimfoot's feathers so he couldn't fly?
Oh my.
Grimfoot's gonna try to find a place to cool these two off, though.
Okay. So as you exit the canals, you are immediately met with a much more cruel and dark looking place. The architecture here is it's much more pointy than the normal rounded kind of edges and brass like kind of bulbs that you normally see around here. This place, as you're kind of just walking through it, is meant to drain your soul, as you kind of immediately tell this is where the biggest slave markets in the city are. And you see slaves aplenty that are being mistreated horribly, some that are being treated well, that very obviously try and ignore what is happening to the other slaves that are in much more unfortunate position. However, it is just a horrible place to be mostly. And as you pass by slaves, they call out to you at some times, screaming, "Please help me," and then they would just be slapped or punished in some way. However, you can all find a very nice place to stay.
And Azra gets to go to the meeting point.
However, inside of this icebox, you would see some very kind of wealthy, and most of them are little rotund merchants that seem to have very large packages of gold. Most of them having a bodyguard, I will say, or two, or three, or four. However, there is a lot of slave traders in here from the material plane, to say the least. However, they're in here cooling off, enjoying drinks of various kinds, some laughing and potentially enjoying the slave they just bought.
I'm really glad
However-
Azra's not there.
You can all cool down in here, and I assume leave quickly and not start a scene, but who knows what you'll do.
Oh no, yeah, no. Senka's definitely taking her eyes off the blanket.
Grimfoot is trying to
Staring
keep
at
an
a
eye
wall.
on everyone in here of our group to make sure no one looks like they're about to give in.
Also,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is called the Frosted Chains.
The flossy. Yeah. Senka just stares at a wall and just keep her eyes up anything.
Pretty much everyone in here keeps to themselves, as they understand the nature of what the other people in here do. Some of them are business partners, some of them are bitter rivals, but likely there is no business to be done in this place, and you can all relatively stay under wraps. Leave whenever you wish.
We'll
Yeah,
leave
once
once they're kind of rested up.
That takes a short rest though, so it is an hour. So that would be around right when you can arrive. You would arrive right about when the meeting is going to happen. However, that gives Azra about an hour to do something if she wishes.
Nah, she's just at the waiting point. Or
Yep.
drifting around it in an unsuspicious manner. It shouldn't be hard with her acting capacity to blend in.
You can. As long as you don't piss anyone off and you just look like someone who's rich, kind of blend in. If you want to roll a performance check, see how well. I don't imagine it's going to be too hard, but just in case you roll a natural one, it would be kind of funny.
Did not, so. It's a 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you trying to hide as?
Probably is just a queen walking around the area.
Okay.
It's not
You
really something she has
can-
to hide.
You can easily portray yourself as someone who walks higher than the normal. What? Poor soul. So, if you want to do anything, you can, or if you're just waiting.
Just waiting.
Okay.
She's too
So you all-
agitated.
You all wait till the meeting time, and around this time, Are you all grouping together, I should say, or are you all trying to little stealthy, hide a little bit? Doing anything? 'Cause you all are arriving before or at the time of.
I'll be stealthy since I'm the before person.
Okay. Just roll me a stealth check then. With advantage since you are blended in.
23. +8. So I think I'm doing well.
Oh, also, as you kind of are walking through this area, you see some wanted posters.
I would peek at those. Those are at least something to look
and
at.
you would. You see pictures of that woman, and you see wanted for terrorism, murder, arson,
Etc. Etc. Etc.
etc., etc., etc.
Man.
However, you don't see Blast's face there, but you do see that. And it looks like they were posted frequently, and you see them almost on every other posting, especially here.
How do you get charged with arson in the plane of fire?
Also,
Careful.
guys, let us all take a moment of peace. Tech is closing at the end of this month.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I
Rest.
just
Truly.
I
truly
just
rest.
happened to open the GTRP chat and saw apparently Trout said it's time to take a break.
Well,
So,
sad.
remember when I said I shouldn't say that out loud? It was that. I just sent it to Michael.
Makes sense. But anyways, back to what we were doing.
Blast does approach you. The
Bigfoot's just
rest of the
using-
party, and because you are hidden, and she doesn't actually see you. So she would be you would see her kind of standing off and just kind of eyeing up some kind of slaves, and then kind of moving to the next one. But she would approach her sister first, and the group with her sister. So, I assumed you finished your part of the mission.
Of course.
Did you... where...
She's somewhere around here. While I'm able to sense her direction, I can't exactly pick her fully out in the crowd. And well, actually, I'm gonna try to find Azra.
Azra's gonna take a
I know
pebble
her
and, like, with her thumb, flick it at the back of Grimfoot's head.
Yep. That's definitely her behind me somewhere.
You approach?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Azra walking up from the distance.
I deserve that.
Ah, there's the queen.
The pebble, by the way, doesn't bounce off his head. The hair actually grabs it and it just sinks into the hair.
Did you find what you're looking for, Azra?
If you mean I'm biting more than I wish to chew, then yes.
You already knew you were doing that. You were just looking for confirmation.
Not completely incorrect.
Well, I found out what I needed to find out. There's going to be a meeting of the generals at and in the furnace, especially after one of their towers was blown up suddenly. There's going to be a snap meeting in 2 days, as there are some of the high up families that are to attend, and they are not on this plane. 2 days were given, and we are currently halfway through one of those days, so it's more 1.5 days. I think it'd be best to strike then.
Grimfoot's just looking to Azra.
I don't know what's a good time to strike. I can only show you what I was given.
Well,
As
your part of it wasn't for that, so I'd understand why you don't have any information on that.
I just think it'd be best to share all information than to leave something out and then somebody get us to lose out on something valuable.
So you know who you're fighting. Can I know?
Azra will pass her the letters. I don't know if she can read them, but she should be able to.
She can read them, and she reads over them. I want to do this less and less every single time, but I've learned something new. I haven't heard of Tyranny entering the city. I have heard of him. And
Ooh.
I definitely think I'd know if he'd enter the city. Somehow his presence would even make the city of Brass hotter.
Well, I do know that his squire's running around.
Yes, I know that too, and I saw you talk to him, which is even funnier now.
Yeah, really hope he doesn't recognize the connection there.
However, there's no guarantee that our dear Hymnia will be there. So, he could still be in his castle, especially since he is the head god, and in this time of unsure and terrorism, he could still be there organizing his guards. However, all of the heads of the family are to attend, and he is one of them.
Still sounds like the best time to strike.
You have
Did
more.
you all...
Go ahead, I'm simply stating that you're the most knowledgeable one here.
No, I was about to go on to the next thing I was to ask. You have something else that relates to this?
Only that we're at the mercy of the one that knows it.
I also heard and hope you found some kind of knowledge on what might be in that vault.
Three things that stick out of items that might be in there.
Yeah.
And they are...
Griffith's gonna look around because he does not trust this area a lot.
Well,
even as
so
much as
she
we
picked
discussed.
an area that is out of earshot of
Alright.
everything, and the loud nature of this slave market and just the screaming in here kind of draws all the sound away.
They're only crying because they're getting sold as slaves. What's the big deal?
Well, one of the things listed was a nightmare demon heart.
Ooh, I would like one of those. Those burn hot.
another thing known as the Arbiter's Key.
Doesn't ring a bell.
And a Dreamweave painting of the Eye of God.
Now I have no idea what the painting is, but I've heard of Dreamweave, and that is very interesting. I don't even know what that could comprehend as an item of importance, but it has to be powerful, whatever it is.
You don't use the name Dreamweave lightly.
I mean,
Those are the only three things that really popped out to us that might still be in there.
actually see her eyes are gonna flash with kind of like a fiery red, like inferno for a moment. You see she's kind of thinking about some stuff. On second thought, with my source's energies, I have heard of that. There was a very, very kind angel. However, that name is skipping my mind because I didn't remember that much. However, it said he gave some kind of object to a mortal, and through that, this mortal was able to awaken latent magic in items with it. Like an Eye of God bestowing something. That's all I really know, though. It's not, or at least it wasn't, ever supposed to be on my plane, and it didn't originate here. Actually originated. In the Beastlands.
Great. You know, of all the planes to have an angelic figure interacting, that's one of the few that I don't think of off the top of my head. That makes it more unnerving. Nerve-wracking.
Barrick,
Yes.
if you want to make a religion check or a wisdom check, whichever one you would like to make, you may. As you're starting to hear this thing being talked about, you're kind of thinking a little bit.
Oh boy.
Dude, you were just popping off with a lot of
Okay,
these.
yeah. So,
Your save wasn't good, but...
So when you're thinking about this a little bit, you're thinking, Eye of God, and you kind of think about it more in the languages you know, and then you kind of think a little more, and you think about the god Shran, because it's gonna be easier, but Shran Mouse, and it is a greater deity in the giant pantheon, and it's kind of known as the weather god. Not so much the nature of storms and the chaotic part of it as that is a lot of your god, but sort of more just the nature of the weather itself and how there is no bias and there is no true nature that can hold it. However, he was also known as a very benevolent god, a life god, and also a smiling god. So it was a very good god. So it could make sense that this god would give away something like this. And you're thinking about it more, and yes, this item was given away by this giant deity to mortals to help them in one of their many wars. It's lost to time which war it was, but it's one of their many wars.
Man, it helps to have a religious person in the group.
And someone from
And,
the
yeah,
place where this guy
Nothnar.
is.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, this is more Nothnar than necessarily just religious.
Look, okay, I was busy going to other planes. I didn't have time to go to the Giants.
Yeah, our last religious guy inhaled a fireball. Let's hope that doesn't happen a second time.
Well, we also had Maya, who was from Nothnar.
That too.
Now
Or
she's trying to
Simply
become
being
part
a
of my
shield maiden.
kingdom. She likes dragonborn men.
Hey, to be fair,
Nerdy
though,
dragonborn men with glasses.
Yeah.
He has a type.
why am I not surprised that Maya, the giant woman, would go after the nerd?
It was your brother, for one.
True.
He had a good head on him.
I'm not...
Hmm.
Okay. The bard response was there. I just withheld it.
Man. Well, I've got nothing. Beastlands are very enigmatic.
I never counted on you to be the useful one here, Grimfoot.
However, now that we know the rough day, we can probably begin to organize our exit from the plane.
I could leave right now, Grimfoot.
However, that's all I have to tell you. Oh, wait a minute. There's one other thing. Sorry, I completely forgot I didn't even tell this to you.
Is it more bad news?
I'm able to give you a bit of knowledge of what you're walking into, but I have no idea on where they might be. However, she kind of walks you over to a much more hidden alley, and will show you a few illusions. This is one of your ways of entry, and this is the other way. I'm going to take one, you're going to take the other, so you can choose which one.
I like this one. How about you, Grimfoot?
Is it because of the giant dragon head?
Oh my god, it's always...
No. I actually do think... I think I like this one, too. The others seem too straightforward for my liking. The straightforward path is not typically the path you want to take.
Not with a group of people as loud as you all.
It's okay, we will be effectively silent. At least that would be the hope.
If I die in this, just make sure my sibling makes it home.
That I can promise. But the intention is to not allow you to die either.
Well, to also be fair, I'm more than likely to be captured than killed. They figure out the connection I have, like my sibling.
Yes.
I'm pretty
It's,
sure.
it's always much nicer to learn at the same time as everyone else what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd prefer not to be sold as a slave.
I think everyone here
honestly,
fears
yeah,
that
I am less worried about you being killed and more worried about you being captured.
For the record, Azra, I'm worried about both of those things. I just want to say that.
Oh yeah.
Z, just get out of there alive and I'm happy.
Z's not going in. That was the one requirement
know.
set by Blast.
I know, but I need her to just stay alive in general. Plus, see, we'll need somebody to watch our new friend.
Oh wow, that sounds like so much fun.
Oh,
I'll
the
be
intention
happy
is
there.
you'll be watching our new friend where we'll be exiting.
Yeah. But that is going to add a whole lot of extra problems that I'm kind of worried about, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Can't be that hard, right?
What, to hide a giant moth?
Yep. Wait, I have an idea, I think.
If you've got an idea, I'm sure the problem will be solved then.
Thanks, your input. However, that's all I have. If you all want to plan when we strike, you can. However, it should be during that meeting.
That would
Usually
definitely-
their meetings last about 3 hours, so at some point in that 3 hours you have to strike.
We want to do it near the beginning or near the end?
Why not the beginning?
I was going to say beginning as well, because he might struggle to get out of going, but I could see him finding a convincing way of leaving early.
Oh yeah. That's 100%.
Arriving late isn't an option. Unless he's got a very good excuse.
Right.
So we need to make sure not to give him one.
It would also be best if we could make. Well, I say that, but that went so well back in the hideout. Give us enough time.
diplomacy?
Not diplomacy, stealth.
It went great. I don't know what you're talking about. They never saw us coming.
They never saw me coming. They definitely saw the Andor swinging that axe at him.
Yeah, that's who broke our stealth. Not the owl that like flew past its target.
Also, someone roll me perception. Whoever wants to.
I will.
That didn't work out too well.
25.
I rolled a 12.
Senka, you see she's got like a very large book that's kind of just
Natural
crammed
20.
into one of her pockets. That you see kind of has some Afridi like engravings on it.
With my natural 20, do I get anything else?
You can see some singed kind of markings on the cover, and you can tell she probably stole this too into whatever she was stealing for you.
I see you found something else while you were out there.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't go into somewhere and just get what you want.
Well, of course.
What?
Gotta make a profit somehow.
However,
So-
I desperately needs some rest, and I'll give you a location where you can meet me whenever. Actually, I'm gonna give it to Z because I'm leaving now. And you kind of see her normally like very bright fiery hair is kind of much darker, and she's probably very tired out. She probably hasn't slept the entire night. Just from what you can see.
Yeah. Well, time to go secure our exit from this plane.
Right?
If I remember right, we were told the plume? Or nearby it? Can't remember exactly.
Sorry, what'd you say? I was,
I think if I remember right, the most we were given about at least a place that she knew of to get out was in the plume,
Yeah, the plume. You're right.
which is a restricted area. These are always the fun part.
You can see her mark somewhere around here on your map. Or I guess Z's map. I wish you all luck, and whatever you choose is your decision. I assume I will be getting knowledge back quickly. I just need a small rest.
Yeah. Sleep well.
However, she will leave and exit.
So, there's a chance we might run into the dragon lad, huh? He's just looking at Gazra.
She's not even acknowledging you.
Okay. Now I understand the wake-up call. Also, does the Eye of God resonate with anyone, please?
Oh. Anything involved?
Specifically with the Beastlands. I am not I myself, which is very weird to say, I, the owl, am not actually that well versed with the Beastlands.
Huh? I don't know if Senko would have had that in her studies, but... Would she run?
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Beastlands is a bit out of most purviews.
Especially what you would have been interested in. There's like nothing in the Beastlands that Senko had ever really studied in.
Yeah.
It's more primal.
It's more
Yeah.
for like druids and rangers and stuff
Oh, yeah.
like that.
Or those that are just more in tune with the wild.
Yep.
Not the
nature
arcane.
domains. Yeah.
Well. I guess it's time to, go get this organized. Then we have a free day. Who wants to hit the market tomorrow and finally take a look at the goods we might be able to procure here?
Actually, sounds like a good idea.
Oh, by the way, session's over, yeah.
Wahoo!
Azra was gonna start heading back, but she is drinking that half-drink bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, are you guys going somewhere to meet up, or is there, just want to stop here?
I mean, my goal is to get at least the setup for organizing our
Escape ready?
escape. And then the next day is gonna be the, probably hit the market and just see what we can acquire, because I know multiple of us have been wanting to hit the market
So I'm gonna
and just see what we
say,
might come across.
pretty much gonna assume that you're going to be going to the Paraculum, though, so I'm just gonna say that you guys are going there.
I will say,
Because we
what
need to
Cinco was
organize a plane
interested
shift out
the
of the
most
plane.
is she found that hideout. So
We will start with you all entering the Paraculum and the gigantic city market, and actually there's a fountain of water here too that you guys walk past, oddly enough. We'll start the session there, at this fountain
there
of
we
water.
go.
Alright.
Water?
Water, yeah, there's water. There's a fountain of water here.
But now it's bedtime.
How that? What glitch did
If
they
you all
use to
go
get
to-
that here in the Nether?